Have you ever wondered how this complex organ called the brain manages to control the entire human body? Welcome to a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where we'll delve into the mysteries of the human brain, a marvel of nature that's been the subject of intense study for centuries. This 3-pound wonder, the brain, is the command center of our body, responsible for all our actions, thoughts, and feelings. It's a powerhouse of intricate circuits and networks divided into various sections, each with its distinct functions. Today, we'll be exploring the cerebellum, pons, and medulla oblongata, the unsung heroes of our brain that keep us balanced and breathing. We'll also traverse through the thalamus and hypothalamus, the gatekeepers of sensory information and the regulators of our body's balance. We'll venture into the vast landscapes of the cerebrum, the extrapyramidal system, and the limbic system, understanding their crucial roles in our daily lives. Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of the human brain. Imagine a supercomputer that controls your body's movements, balance, and coordination. That's essentially the job of the cerebellum, pons, and medulla oblongata. Let's start with the cerebellum, the part of our brain that's often compared to a mini-brain due to its distinctive structure. Nestled at the base of our skull, it's the second largest part of the brain, and it's crucial for our motor control. It's the cerebellum that ensures your movements are smooth and coordinated, whether you're doing a complex dance routine or simply sipping your morning coffee. In addition to motor control, the cerebellum plays a critical role in maintaining balance and posture. It receives information from the sensory systems, the spinal cord, and other parts of the brain, and then integrates these data to fine-tune our motor actions. So the next time you catch yourself from tripping, you can thank your cerebellum for its swift calculations. Now let's move on to the pons, a bridge-like structure that connects different parts of the brain. The pons serves as a relay station, passing signals between the cerebellum and the cerebral cortex. It's also involved in controlling our breathing, a vital function we often take for granted. Last but not least, we have the medulla oblongata, often referred to as simply the medulla. It's located just above the spinal cord and controls many autonomic functions. These include heart rate, blood pressure, and digestion. The medulla is also where the crossover of motor tracks occurs. This is why each side of the brain controls the opposite side of the body. These three structures form the brainstem, the oldest part of our brain in evolutionary terms. The brainstem is a testament to the brain's intricate design and its ability to perform complex tasks without us even being aware of it. These parts of the brain work tirelessly to ensure you can walk, talk, and perform daily activities with ease. So, the next time you effortlessly reach out for a glass of water or maintain your balance on a moving bus, spare a thought for these unsung heroes of your brain. Ever thought about how your body maintains its internal balance or how you perceive sensory information? The thalamus and hypothalamus have got you covered. Let's start with the thalamus, often referred to as the relay station of the brain. Nestled deep within the brain, the thalamus gets its nickname from its vital role in transmitting sensory information from the body to the appropriate areas of the cerebral cortex. Imagine walking barefoot on a sandy beach, the warmth of the sand, the tickling sensation as grains shift under your feet. These are all sensations that the thalamus helps you perceive. But that's not all. The thalamus also has a hand in regulating sleep and wakefulness. It's the gatekeeper that decides which sensory signals to forward to the awake brain and which to block during sleep. So the next time you sleep through a thunderstorm, you know who to thank. Now let's turn our attention to the hypothalamus, the master regulator of the body's internal balance or homeostasis. This small but mighty structure is in charge of a multitude of functions, from regulating body temperature to controlling hunger and thirst. Ever wonder why you start to shiver when it's cold? That's the hypothalamus at work, triggering mechanisms to generate heat and keep your body at a steady temperature. Similarly, when you've run a few miles and feel parched, it's the hypothalamus reminding you to hydrate. The hypothalamus also plays an essential role in managing hormones. It sends signals to the pituitary gland, which then releases hormones that regulate growth, metabolism, and stress responses, among other things. In essence, the thalamus and hypothalamus are like the brain's dynamic duo, working together to keep your body functioning smoothly and efficiently. They ensure that you can sense the world around you, respond to changes in your environment, and maintain a balanced internal state. From regulating your body temperature to processing sensory information, these two brain parts are the unsung heroes of your brain. Have you ever wondered how you remember things, feel emotions, or move your muscles without thinking about it? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of the functional areas of the cerebrum, the extrapyramidal system, and the limbic system to find the answers. The cerebrum, the largest part of the human brain, is divided into different functional areas. Each area is responsible for various tasks, including processing sensory information, controlling movement, and facilitating complex behaviors and thoughts. The frontal lobe, for instance, is the hub of our personality and decision-making abilities. Meanwhile, the parietal lobe processes sensory information like touch and spatial positioning, and the occipital lobe is dedicated to vision. Now let's talk about the extrapyramidal system. This system is a part of the motor system network that causes involuntary reflexes and movements. So when you pull your hand away from a hot stove, even before you consciously register the burn, that's the extrapyramidal system at work. Next up is the limbic system, often called the emotional brain. This system comprises several structures, including the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the hypothalamus. The amygdala plays a key role in processing emotions and survival instincts. The hippocampus, on the other hand, is the maestro of memory, helping us form, organize, and store memories. Lastly, the hypothalamus, a small region at the base of the brain, plays a crucial role in many important functions, including releasing hormones and regulating body temperature. It's like the body's personal thermostat and chemical control center. Understanding these systems and their functions is like peeking behind the curtain of the human experience, revealing the intricate mechanisms that allow us to move, feel, and remember. Every thought, every emotion, every automatic response is the result of these intricate systems working in harmony. These systems make it possible for you to experience life as you know it. So the next time you marvel at a sunset, recall a treasured memory, or reflexively catch a falling object, remember, it's all thanks to your incredible brain. Why do you immediately pull your hand away when you touch something hot? It's all thanks to your spinal cord and reflexes. The spinal cord, a vital part of your central nervous system, is a long tube-like structure that starts at the brain and extends down the length of your back. It is made up of nerves that carry incoming and outgoing messages between the brain and the rest of the body. Now let's talk about reflexes. These are your body's rapid, involuntary responses to certain stimuli. Ever wondered why you jerk your hand away from a hot stove even before you feel the pain? That's a reflex action. In a split second, your body responds to the heat, bypassing the brain and sending a signal directly from your sensory neurons to your motor neurons via the spinal cord. This quick response mechanism helps protect us from injury. Without your spinal cord and reflexes, your brain would be overwhelmed with too much information. Why can you smell, taste, see, hear, and feel? The credit goes to your cranial nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves, all originating from the brain. Each has its own unique function, and together, they make our sensory and motor experiences possible. Starting with the olfactory nerve, it's your personal scent detective, giving you the ability to smell. The optic nerve, on the other hand, is your visual maestro, transmitting images from your eyes to your brain. The oculomotor, trochlear, and abducens nerves work in harmony to control eye movement, while the trigeminal nerve is the main sensory pathway for your face, allowing you to feel touch, pain, and temperature. The facial nerve does double duty, controlling facial expressions and providing taste sensations from the front two-thirds of your tongue. The vestibulocochlear nerve is your auditory and balance ally, helping you hear and maintain equilibrium. The glossopharyngeal nerve aids in taste and swallowing, and the vagus nerve, often referred to as the wandering nerve, has a broad range of functions, including heart rate control and digestion. The accessory nerve governs some head and shoulder movements, and finally, the hypoglossal nerve controls tongue movements, making speech and swallowing possible. From tasting your favorite food to seeing the world around you, cranial nerves make it all possible. Isn't it incredible how all these parts of the brain work together to run the show? We've navigated through the cerebellum's role in balance, the Pons and Medulla oblongata's control of autonomic functions, and how the thalamus and hypothalamus regulate sensory information and homeostasis. We've explored the cerebrum's functional areas, the pyramidal and limbic systems, the structure and reflexes of the spinal cord, and the names and functions of our cranial nerves. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the human brain. Subscribe for more mind-blowing content.